what's up everybody? Alright, what I want to do is I want to talk about SEO and what you can do to get your website noticed. A lot of people are wondering how to do this. People are Googling it all the time trying to find out the perfect magical solution for SEO. And what I want to do is just kind of lay out some really simple ways that you can get your site up there, get it noticed, make sure people see it. So what I'm going to start off with is, and we're going to have an infographic come out soon, because that's the new cool thing right now is doing infographics. And that should be out, I think, probably next week sometime, so that you'll have something to kind of visualize and go through and say, okay, these are the steps that I can take. Obviously, there's a lot that goes into it, but these are going to be some basic steps to really help you get up there. I'm going to tell you some of the little secrets. They're not really secrets, but I guess the things that we do to help our clients get really high on Google rankings, like, you know, #1 on page 1. That's the goal. So anyway, what I would like to start off with is if you're dealing with your web developer, and recently I actually had someone ask me what their keywords were on their website, because they were talking about doing a redesign on the website and doing a full new website. And I actually looked, and there wasn't a single keyword in the code at all, which is unbelievable. How do you expect the search engine to actually find you or find out what it is that you do if you don't actually have the keywords in the code, in your meta? So get with your developer, tell them you want to have keywords inserted. They should actually be able to look at what you do, your website, your content, and come up with great keywords. You know, if your designer asks you, well, what keywords do you want to use, you may want to reconsider and go elsewhere. There's a ton of people out there that claim to be great at SEO, and I can promise you a lot of them are not so great, and they can actually get you in a ton of trouble. So make sure you check out the person before you hire someone to do SEO. First things first, keywords. Make sure there's keywords in your code. Secondly, make sure you have a good description. The description, if you ever type in a business on Google and you see the description under the link, that's what a description is. You need to have that in your code so that when people see your website on Google, well, they say, well, this is a quick snippet of what this website is about. And you need to do that for different pages, not just for your index page. That's huge. One of the things that I found that Google really takes a lot of stock in is your title. And I think the reason that they do that is because I believe if you're willing to put the text, whatever your copy is, in the title, your description of what your website is, you're probably being pretty honest about it, and you're not, you know, hiding it in your code and all of that. It's in your title. People can see it, and I think it's an honest snapshot of what your website's about. So make sure that's descriptive. Don't just put the name of your business, right? Make sure you put the name of your business, the city that you're in, what your business does, and that will, by itself, get your page ranking up. Another thing that I really like to do that I found that works well is you want to go out and look at your competition. This is great. What you do is you go out and look at your competition, and you say, okay, this person's the person that, you know, they've got the #1 ranking. Well, I want the #1 ranking. So find out who that is. Maybe you're typing in restaurants in Montgomery, Alabama. Find out that top ranking. Look inside their code. Look at their keywords and see what keywords they're using. See what their descriptions are. Things like that. Then once you've done that, Google them. Google the name of their business. Find out where they're listed. Are they listed on the yellow pages? Are they listed in Yelp, Foursquare, Twitter? Make sure you're everywhere that they are, because obviously they're doing something right. So that's a great way to actually find out where you need to be on the internet to place high. The work's been done for you. Take the #1 person, find out where they're at on the internet, and do exactly the same thing. A lot of people don't think about that. Another thing that I would say will help you drastically is to find people that'll link back to your website. Find people that are doing things, your buddies who are in business as well. Say, hey, listen, can I put a link on your website, or will you write something in your blog post about my business and link back to my site? And when you do that, you're building your reputation, and basically Google's going to say, well, these links are coming from all these different places and it must be relevant. Make sure your content of your website is good. Some people use a lot of images with text in them. If you do, that's fine, but make sure that they have identifiers to those images to help the search engines know what they are. But I find that it's best to actually just use text, use actual text. Make sure your content is good with relevant keywords. The keywords that we talked about a few minutes ago that are in your code, make sure those keywords are also in your content, and Google's going to bump you up even more. Make sure your Google Places or Google Local, whatever they're calling it this week, I'm not really sure. I think it's Google Local. Make sure, and what that is that's actually when you type in, for example, oil change, Montgomery, Alabama, for example, you're going to see a list of places with their map and their address. It'll have their website in there as well. Those are in the top, so you definitely want to try your best. Do not undervalue these. Recently, I've seen that there's been a lot of websites, and even I've dealt with this some of your websites may be the number 1 or the number 2 actual organic search rank, but above that you've got Google Local, and people are going to click on the first few so long as they're relevant, as they think they're relevant. I mean, if you type in seafood restaurant and you see Captain D's, there's a chance you might actually skip past Captain D's. But anyway, that's another subject all of its own. Make sure that's done. Add photos, add a description, add your hours of operation, what you do. Give a full picture of what's going on right there. Make sure that you do a little tweeting. I know that's kind of another subject, and people are kind of scared. Some people are scared of Twitter. Don't be scared of it. Just go in. Searchers love that. Go in and keep it fresh. Facebook, same thing. Use Yelp. If you've actually got a local business that has an address, use Yelp. Respond to the reviews. Foursquare, make sure your listing's correct. Make sure you don't have 3 listings for your business that are all out of date. Get in there, take control of those accounts, merge them into one, and make sure that you're in control of those accounts. Same thing with Yelp. I'm actually going to do a post on my personal blog soon about how mom and pop is kind of coming back, and the reason that mom and pop is coming back is not because we're necessarily living closer together or that we're talking a whole lot more than we were. It's that you've got all these services online that hold businesses accountable. So do you know what's out there? Do you know what people are saying about your business? Are you responding? Are you taking their criticisms and actually making some changes in your business to make them happier? These are some things that can help you get up in your search ranking. Take control of these things. Make sure that they're fresh and that they're updated, and you're going to be amazed. I promise you're going to be amazed at the level that you see. So anyway, that's it. Hope this was informative to you, and we'll catch you soon on something else. Thanks.